On today's video, an event is coming into the rest of Rise of Kingdoms servers tomorrow, which can score you 22.5 free legendary commander sculptures. That is right, in this video I'm going to tell you exactly how you're going to get that done and give you all the tips and tricks for you to score 100% on the Protect the Supplies event, which should, in theory, score you at least 2.5 sculptures and at the most 22 of them. So sit back, slap a like on the video. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. We're gonna make this one quick and concise because this event is coming up and you need to know how you're gonna get those sweet legendary commander sculptures for free in the Halloween event. Now granted, if you're watching this after the Halloween event, this might not be the case for you, but in general, Protect the Supplies tends to be an event that scores a bunch of sculptures, so it's still going to be good for you to know how to play this event. Really quickly before we start, let's look at the rewards you get out of the Halloween specific event. And as you notice, as long as you finish all the way to hard mode, which is 20 stars, and complete it successfully, you're going to be able to score 1, 2.5 legendary commander sculptures. In the Halloween event, you can exchange those for a legendary commander sculpture. Of course, you want to get also the jack-o'-lanterns, but 2.5 sculptures for free sounds good to me. Now, how does this event work? At the beginning of the event, you're only going to be able to go all the way, I believe, to hard mode. And as you keep beating the event, you'll unlock more and more difficulties, and towards the end, you'll reach hell mode. Now, you can select whichever type of difficulty you want to play in. But ideally, for those 2.5 sculptures to be achieved, you have to finish all these at level 4, which would be 5 stars each. And that would score you a 2.5 legendary commander sculptures. Now, for the record, you don't even need to finish this at 100%. As you can see, I finished my 20 at 99.78% on the jumper account. Unfortunately, the jumper account is not where it needs to be in order to score 100% with 25 stars. But that is what you need in order to potentially secure 20 extra sculptures. Last time this event happened, Lilith announced that anyone who got 25 and 100% would get the 20 sculptures. That are the rewards you get out of finishing at the top. Now, obviously, not everybody can end up on first place. If everybody does the same exact, in theory, everybody is in first place. And so last time around, Lilith gave out 20 sculptures to everybody with 100% on 25 stars. This could happen again this time, which is why we started with 22.5 sculptures. Now, how does this event work? You're going to select your level of difficulty. You're going to have 15 total remaining chances. I've tried 11 times to get this done and still failed at 100%. And once you set it up and you're ready to rock and roll, you can spawn this supply crate. Now, before you do all that, you want to make sure you have your troops ready to rock and roll on the field. Ideally, you want march speed troops. If you have the cavalry marches, then do that. You want to go with the archer marches next to infantry. You really don't want to mess with because they're too slow to keep up with what you need them to do. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your troops are on the field. But way before you even deploy the troops on the field, we need to talk about the mechanics of how this event works. Now, we're going to spawn one of these just without any troops, just for it to march, for you to see how this works, and I'll explain to you a few important details you need to understand about the mechanics in the game. You're going to end up paying 50 AP, which is not terrible, per try, and you're going to have to wave off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 waves of these barbarians that are going to come after your supplies. Now, let's get it rolling, and you guys will see what I mean. So this supply crate is going to look for the nearest village. It is sending supplies to a village somewhere around here. We're going to eventually find it. And as it continues to progress, you're essentially going to have to progress with it. Now, I don't have any marches out for the sake of this, but we can put out a few in the sense of having these guys out on the field. So let's just keep following this supply chest and let you know of a couple of very important mechanics you should know about this game mode. There's going to be 3 types of enemies you're going to have to fend off: yellow ones, white ones, and green ones. You'll notice them pop up in a moment. Now, the yellow ones and the white ones are the easiest ones to kill. Why is that? because as soon as you target them and you start hitting them, they will stop targeting the caravan itself and they will start targeting you. So these are very, very easy to just divert their attention away from the supplies. You can see right there, this one stopped following the supplies. Now, the problem in this event is not the white ones. You want to make sure they stay on you. You can't run too far away from them. The real problem are the green ones. As you can see, I've targeted one of the green ones, but it has not stopped targeting the actual supply. So when it comes to the green ones, you must get rid of them first and then get rid of the rest of the white ones. Now, granted, what you can do is what I did with my Takeda here, which is get the attention of a few of them, and we don't want you to go home, although our supplies are about to get toasted. What we did here is we diverted the attention. Look at how many marches in here. We diverted their attention when it comes to the white marches. Unfortunately, unless you kill the green ones, they will not stop going after your supplies. So it's a balance between getting all the white ones to not hit the supply, as well as make sure that the green ones don't make it there. If they touch it one time, it is game over. Now, in this type of event, you want to use 5 marches out. I would also suggest a attack buff, as well as a army capacity buff. Honestly, a 50%er might be worth it. I did not try this with a 50%er. I was too triggered after 5 or 6 attempts on getting this done. But there's a little extra trick you can use to pretty much guarantee yourself an easy run. What you want to do is you want to place yourself in a way where you have one side of the map in your favor. Now, as you can see, I have the river in here, and unfortunately, my placement was not good enough, as there is a village somewhere in this direction which the supplies decided to go towards instead of run down the actual river. But what you want to be doing is you want to place your city near a river pretty much as far up as you can. You could even drop yourself somewhere around here and make sure that as it marches, you're essentially closing down the avenues from which these extra fighting marches can come at you, those enemy marches. One of the tips and tricks that I've seen work really, really well on this kingdom layout, I did not have a chance to try it yet, but more often than not, in kingdom layouts in zone 3, you're going to find yourselves a river that runs somewhere up on the top right here. So if you go take a quick look at your zone 3, you're going to find something like this river going to the side and this river going down. So if you place yourself somewhere near a river, and in this case, you can pretty much drop yourself anywhere in here, the likelihood of them catching one of the villages that is near the other side of the river is very, very likely. Now, one of the other reasons this is very, very important is as long as the supply march is marching down the river to cross it to get across somewhere else, those enemy marches can pop on the other side of the river, which means they're going to march all the way around and give you more time to react to them. The last thing I can tell you is you want to have quick marches. You don't want to spread out too far away from those supplies, but also don't get too close. It's a little bit of a balance. You have 15 attempts to get this done. Try based on your location to see whether potentially a teleport is available for you and go do your thing. Don't think that you're going to get it done on the first try. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but don't get discouraged if you don't. 15 tries is plenty for you to be able to get this event done. Make sure you send your marches out ahead of time. They have march speed available. They have the best types of troops and the best types of equipment on the commanders. You have your attack buffs. You have your army size increase buffs. And if you can get a title out of your kingdom, that would be even better. Justice is really good for this. You move quicker, you can get to those marches faster. You can use any good title to do as much damage as possible. But remember, one hit on the supply crate, one hit, and you are done. Now, you don't have to be 100% on the 15 and 20 runs. You can just get them done. But the 25 one, in order for you to secure 20 sculptures potentially, you're going to need it at 100%. So you're tied with first place, and maybe Lilith will do the same they did last time and give everybody 20 sculptures as everybody's in first place, right? 100%, everybody did it. They should all get the rewards, right? At least that's what the theory says. Hopefully they do this, and hopefully all of you are going to get to enjoy out of this video 22.5 legendary commander sculptures for free. One final thing is, if you do end up getting 2.5 sculptures and that's it, in my opinion, it is definitely worth to invest the 500 gems to fill up the rest of this for another legendary commander. And so you can potentially land 2 right here and another one for 500 gems. Not the worst deal out there. For now, I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. I appreciate it if you're going to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. We're doing a little bit of more concise, quick videos, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I'll see you all in the next video tomorrow. We might be covering a KVK or 2. Have a good one. Peace.